back through the lobby, and that's because you don't have any idea what lurks here for Heroic. There is a man holding onto the flank. That's Cadian. So we're relying on these Heaven players making the room, and right now, lots of it going their way. Tessez and Cadian left up in this one, and they fought it back into their advantage. Just Tabson having a wrap round into the door, double swang, and Heroic, they get that pistol locked in. Hugo, I haven't even let you talk yet. Double kill, maybe. Sprays the AK, doesn't get anything. Scout gets one. Right click, left click, combination. It's down with the response. Deagle's running into the lobby. Oh, the Deagle from Tizian has lit them up. And the force spy for Big. Well, it's looking good. Refresh, the man from Secret, the man who was naded earlier on, is left up all alone in the 1v4. If it's not through the B site or through the ramp room. Now everyone else is outside for Big. That's a little bit weird. Refresh could get this kill and get out of there with the bomb. And now he's been given a fighting chance. You do not want to give Refresh many chances. Luckily enough, he's going into the lobby, and that's where everyone from Big is. Might not matter if Refresh is able to keep this up. 9 bullets left in the UMP. And he just tries to get by, but the wall bang from Keto slowed him down enough that I don't even know if there was time to get that bomb planted. With that AWP, it's Searson leaving Xantares alone at ramp. Now, if Heroic do decide to hit this, if they get past him, they might have a path into that B bomb site. Xantares only good for one. The AWP drops in, the Molotov. Searson tries to peek through it, but they delay the peek. I love that, right? You know that the AWP is likely going to be challenging in the molly, and so all Searson gets is 50 points of damage and then just has to back out anyway.
Very smart. Retake's now on. They have the kit on Tizian, right? Big are taking it slow and low. They're dropped into the door, but smoked off right now. Tizian's still in the vent. He's hoping someone comes his way. Are Big even giving this a go? They're finally out and about. No one's looking at the door. Everyone was turned sideways. And Shush now has to pick up the pieces. With the bomb not planted for him either, they don't know about Refresh. And he pounces out with a double and a third. Refresh denies the defuse. And Heroic go on with a fourth. Around that time where, you know, Big played this like 5 OT game on Nuke against NIP, and I think they just won it. And then they go on to Mirage, and then they just get battered. Like, they just fall asleep. But great shots from Xantares. This eco stack on B netted some damage, and there's still a player to worry about in the form of Tabson. They know it. He has entered the board with a kill. They spot him as well. They're trying to find that final player coming in on the backline. Tabson just trying to stay alive. Is there a gun to be grabbed inside of the door? He's just pivoting as he's getting hunted down. Stown gets caught from the back, and now Cadian needs a kill. It doesn't matter which. He won't get either. Tabson with the swing on the P250 and Big on a full eco.
Noise being made in B, they're trying and they're hoping that this is going to force Xantares to have to drop. That doesn't happen, and so this bomb gets out into ramp. They do get the kill. Refresh from below is there. And now Searson caught over in hell as well. The AWP retrieved. 2 AWPs now. The problem's getting worse and worse by the second for Big. You've dealt with one of those AWPs, but a second one rises from the ashes. It's Shush alone over at ramp. Bomb planted. I believe it's for him. Yeah, it looks like it is. It's a front side plant over on the left. So yeah, that is planted for the ramp area. It's all up now. They might regret that it ever made its way into the hands of Heroic. Half the time ticked off this bomb. Big, they got to get a move on, they got to get in, and they're looking for the kills. Finally, one of them presents itself, but Shush still hasn't moved a muscle, and even then he's got Refresh waiting inside of the bomb site to help him out. They're on the bomb, they're sticking it, and Refresh is going to spray him down through the smoke. Heroic.
Refresh has got to clear him on this corner. It's a nice little off angle for Xantares. Will that be the bane of Heroic's existence? Probably. There's one. Ooh, the spray. He's continuing it. Trying to bait Refresh into his fire. And Refresh is wiggling and jiggling and finally taking the headshot. That's a very smooth move from Refresh.
And it's trying to get the information outside that's left Big in a very rough spot. Shush is here. They know that the bomb is outside, so they're looking to try and drop it. And the bomb has been given over. Cadian and Refresh left up in a 2-on-2. They lost Refresh somewhere down on that B bomb site, and Cadian in the meantime is lurking in through Squeaky. Searson caught out. Down on B, leaves it all on Keto. Now, if you play trades, Heroic should be golden here, but with low HP on refresh, he's been given that AWP. He's been throwing it over. Keto back in through the garage, trying to line these up, and the spacing isn't great, but Cadian is still quick to activate and get that trade.
Xantares, oh no. Oh, dearie me. Not ready for refresh so deep. And that's because Heroic are still fighting outside in fairness, but coming back up will be his demise. Tizian gets a dig, and Cadian and Tessus keep the round alive. Heroic, they just wait. They just sit in the yard, and all the kills come to them. So simple is, simple does. Yeah, this is really scary, because while A was locked down for so long, Heroic have cleared so much out, and Big have actually rotated away. Good shot from Sis, and he can't follow up, but now they have to commit to this A site or drop back down the vent. Sis has gone from B, and that's a temptation there for Stown to join his teammate who's already lower. A was empty for so long. If Sisson didn't get that kill, Heroic probably just get the plant in the 3-on-4. Wally to cut off rotate, wrong side though. Xantares on the right. Plant needs to be covered, Cadian flicking back. Bomb going down now. Keto here to stop it. Stown doesn't stick, and he holds out with his gun and gets that kill. 8 seconds. Now it has to be a plant. Cadian needs these shots. They're both coming from ramp, and Cadian's got the quick shot. It's Xantares dead in the water, and Heroic, how on earth do they pick up that round? A 2-on-4.
It just feels like they have like a sixth sense for the exact, like, you know, it's like they can look at a situation without all the information that we have, and they just go, this is what we need to do to win the round. Like, this is the one play that can win it for us. And they seem to do it every single time. Like this time they dodge that B stack, they move into A. You never even have to worry about this pistol arm around. Shush is holding on to the flank back in the lobby, and he locks in a 10th, double digits for Heroic. Big trailing. He's like a ghost. How is he even here? How has he managed it? Up he goes into heaven. Oh, Keto, you're about to have a very, very bad round. Please don't be too upset. Refresh in with the double, and the A site is open for business. Big are left scratching their head. Where did this death even come from? How did he even get there? So many questions and no answers as Heroic are onto a 12.
Just have to save here. What else can you do? You want to buy last round, but Refresh is putting you in the ground. A 3rd kill. Killing Tabson outside the play. He never saw, by the way. If you're Refresh, seeing Tabson, if anything in Garage is a bad, you know, a bad omen, because you're going to take that kill while you got it, and he wouldn't have wrapped heaven and got the double instead to win the round. Now he gets all 3. He gets his cake and he eats it too, but he will finally perish to the hands of Xantares. Not that that makes much of a difference when he gets traded by Shush, and boom, boom, boom. Heroic, they're all over the map. They're hunting B. Searson trying to save desperately, gets one. They're going to run right back from. They've got the money, they've got the wit, they've got the pace.
You'd have to look at it and say not great. P90 out for Shush, and he's fast into the ramp room. Xantares, is he about to get P90'd? You hope not for his own sake, and yeah, he ain't falling for that. Xantares in with the double. Ramp room taken, B side being moved into by Heroic. A very, very fast round, just brimming with confidence. Tess says nails the shot onto Keto. Even drops the bomb. Someone else take it. I don't want it. Out towards the double door. Stown's been tasked with getting the bomb down. He will do it. Stown's good like that. He'll play the objective while Tesses goes looking for frags, and Cadian, being patient as ever, knows that patience is the ultimate virtue when it comes to farming this kill count. That's really all Heroic are looking for at this point in time, because a 13-2 half is looking like a done deal, unless Searson and Tizian, oh, now just Tizian, can somehow get past them, and he can't. 13-2, Heroic, they are exploding.
Yeah, it's got to start with a pistol, Harry. That's usually the way to do it. Without it, yeah, it's probably a lost map. Let's see if Big still have it in him. Fast out ramp, jump shots galore. Keto with a kill, and CT's backing out and backing down into the B bomb site where they get hunted. Tesses, can he escape from the grasps of Big as they run him down? Lots of chances to back out here. He sees 2 and he escapes again. Just jumping and diving and ducking and leaping, getting out into the safety of Secret. 4-on-3. Cadian's killed 1 off the bomb. Keto, nice shot. 2nd kill of the round. Now Cadian's out and about, but he gets dinked in the air, and Tabson sends him packing. It's a clean one for Big by the looks, unless Stown has something incredible for us. Surely not going to get given a chance, and Tabson, dancing with that Glock, takes his 3rd kill. Big, round 3. Keep going.
Can happen. Look at this. Ramp rush, ramp room, Cadian. Gotta stop it all. Oh my word. There's so many bodies on the other side. The Mac-10 chases him down. Searson and Keto both getting a kill apiece. Rotates are already in at B though. It's down. And his Deagle. Betrayed on the first couple of shots. Now getting pressured. Refreshes in with the peak, and well, they both die.
Yeah, pushing ahead of the molly. That's exactly what Big wanted, right? But the alternative was to give up the site and probably losing the retake. So you understand. No survivors. Tizian with 3, making moolah off the Mac, and Big with 4. What's Tessa's got for us here? A cheeky little pop flash into the ramp side. Stown's going to get aggressive. That was so blind in the corner, and he just bounds out. He doesn't clear it. He never knows. Tesses leaves as well. And oh, caught with a nade in hand. Stown maybe should have committed after all if that was going to be the end result. Keto doubles up, and Big, well, this is all theirs, surely. Hero getting a taste of their own medicine. Can't even fire off a shot. Shush alone. Good luck.
God, they're not even going for the plant. They're just hunting for him. Shush. Oh no, he's getting spammed. They hear it.
It's not worrying yet, but very soon, very, very soon it could be.
Yeah, a bit of a ghastly ramp hold as well, right? Caught with almost the aggression, right? Almost giving away the kill. Then they get back. Tesses hits a very unfortunate timing.
And this is a great call to stop here for Heroic. They won't commit. They could be getting held right now. They don't know. So they're going to wait until Big commit. Either they commit into this 2-man setup or they go A, and the flank will be very, very fast indeed.
Oh, the timing's good. Down with the first, the trade denied, the aggression. It works wonders, leaving tabseN in the hot seat. Stown gets out of there, but it's a perfect bait and switch. He makes all this noise, and so now tabseN is not ready for Tesses at all. Stown is posted up over towards Hell. He can help out inside of A if he's needed. And that's assuming tabseN even gets past the hut guy, which he's not.
For a second, but no. He's going to
He couldn't be more wrong. Yeah, he's going to walk into that AWP a little delayed, a little bit later. Or will he? Cadian's posted up at Decon. This is such a wild round. Everyone's just missing each other. No one even knows where each other is. Cadian's finally like, well, they might be here, and there they are. They're right in his face. tabseN takes it off. The B site now getting hit by Big as they move in. Uncontested after getting those 2 kills. And Searson's even holding for the rotates. This is looking like another big round locked in.
Save, save, save. Oh no, dude, that really went from bad to worse. Like, Cadian misses the timing. He doesn't get checked by Tizian, funnily enough, but even so, just letting them get that deep, getting that much room from outside to secret. A Big split it from ramp as well. Xantara's looking for exits from Hell. Stown's trapped. Xantara has a molly and a nade. Surely he can get this kill. Oh, refresh. That looked dead on. Molly and nade combo. Well, oh, he kills him with a Molotov. Broken by a bottle. Slashed. Going for the vent drop, I can presume, by the buy. He's on a Mac. And he's running it back right down. No, into A. It's a full commit. Big are going to push off the back of this. He misses his shot, but his teammates are mollied off. Refresh kills Xantara's the only man who made it ahead of the molly. And now Big have to decide, do they stay or do they go? Does it even matter? They're losing players in an instant, and the bomb is lost. Oh, no. Bad to worse. At least some of the Heroic players are low. Oh, forget it.
Just Searson. 1v3. Refresh is low. With the AWP, it don't make a damn difference. It's almost the collateral, but almost. There's no prizes for that. 15 on the board for Heroic. He's going over towards heaven. He could hit a good time in here. Yeah, he could wrap into this A bomb site, and that could be the undoing of Heroic. They think they've taken everything into account. They think they dealt with the outside play, but it's the late ramp movement from Keto that might just bail Big out of this round. Up he goes, and in with the first. Refresh is good for a double, and that's kept Heroic in this one. Really, they should have been too far gone. Keto's flank still putting up numbers, but the bomb is dropped in the prying eyes of Stown. He's waiting patiently, waiting. 15 seconds, the AWP's in with the first, but from the hut, Searson strikes and gets that trade to keep Big in this one. 10 to 15.
15-10. Half buy for Heroic. They're going to push ramp. It's being held. AWP is ready. Free kill for Searson, Tizian, Xantara's. Everybody mops up a frag. It's down into the molly. Oh, he was hiding in the smoke, but then the molly spreads, and that gives away his position. Cadian gets traded, and it's going to be a team ace for the big clan.
Cadian posted up at ramp looking for an aggro peek, and he's going to get delivered it now. Only the tag onto Keto, the nade to follow. Tess says holding for the B push, and Cadian still fighting. Oh, they got him backed into a corner, and Zantares will get the trade at least, but there's still Tess lurking around that B bomb site. Heroic, look at them go. They're fully rotating. A is empty. A is empty. There is nobody in A. Shush has finally moved in through main, and he's like, well, guys, it's not A. At least I can tell you that, but there's still a minute and 10 seconds left, and that is a lot of time. That's like more than 60 seconds right now. Zantares and Searson. Any push you take, if you're Heroic, at this scoreline needs to be a push with results. And so they just play it safe. Oh, it's down with the smoke spam. No accounting for that. Tess says, given even more room as a result of all this attention being put onto the man in Decon, leaves it on Searson, and the comeback is denied by Heroic. It takes them a while. From 13-2, we end up going almost the full 30 rounds, but in the end, Heroic emerged victorious.
What a walk for Stownies on the big flank. This is weird. The bomb is in apps. It can drop under and go back to A, but it looks like a fake right now. The Deagle out ramp, that's very, very ballsy, but it won't work. Stown is now flanking A, but no one has left this B bomb site. Heroic haven't fallen for it, and they're about to be confirmed. Tizian dead, running away. Cadian tucks behind the bench. He's going to bait for the round, and it might be the perfect play. Searson plants safe. Cadian can't kill him, but he can get another. Oh no! The missed shot, and dinked down by Tapson. Bomb is planted, but Big are a man down.
Also, Zantares is so far away. He's having to rotate all the way back through T-spawn. So these guys that are still inside the site have got to hold on. And Tapson not moving. Finally brought to his knees by Stown. This late flank from Zantares all the way up through Cat. They're not ready for it. And this has been stolen away. Stown trying to figure out, how can I gimmick the system? How can I steal this one? And getting that kill, well, it does help. Oh, no. Kit as well. Zantares gets him off the bomb. And we were never even worried.
No. Ooh, Stown's on a Zeus. This will be interesting. Surely dead to Palace. He probably knows it at this point. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. There's one. Zeus never sees the light of day, but neither does Keto, caught out with nades. In spawn, Shush overwhelmed, and Big, this is their round, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, not the smoothest transition of that bomb, but it does end up on the back of Zantares.
Uh-oh.
Flashes up through shore, and Stown is not aware already at all. Yeah, the round is done, man. Cadian with the AWP trying to save. But look, Tapson, they've put their best man on the case. Oh, well,
yikes.
There we go. That's pretty dominant. That's pretty grotesque. Look at this. Look at these B flashes. It's not even B, by the way. Heroic. They're all going that way. They're like, nah, it's B. They just threw 100 flashes. And now they realize, well, no one's come in. No one's pushing. Oh, there's the spot from Shush. But the spot has left him in a pretty bad way. The AWP deletes him. Keto in with another. And the B site, never the intended point of entry here for Big. It's still stacked heavy with Heroic players. The A site is free. Tizian's even hunting down these players before they've even realized they've begun to save. Oh!
Yeah, that's bad to worse. That's Heroic scrambling on rotates, right? They hear some grenades, they think they're getting rushed, and they all panic. And then Tizian never even leaves. He leaves, he waits for kills, and he gets one. He's at least found one of the 3 available frags in the post plant to essentially deny a rebuy. Heroic can't reinvest next round, or not fully at least. They're going for this? There's low time, but they've got kits.
Oh my God, and Zantares has just left A. He's going on a mid-wrap. He's going on, don't you dare go into the apartment, Zantares. You better be going back to middle. And there he is, going back to middle. Searson, waiting. What's happening? Heroic, are you going? Are you staying? Are you going? They're going in. They're going for the ninja. Oh my goodness, they're on the bomb. Zantares, you gotta get them off. They're sticking it. Oh, he gets them off through the smoke. And there it is, Big. They just about keep it alive. Zantares left in the 1v2, and he's good to get it over. They have themselves a 4-on-5. And a B play for Big, just running in. I don't know. It's a little bit dicey. They dealt with Kadia, but over at short, there's another threat. And tucked in at jail, Tess says takes the peek. seule and keto left up in the 2-on-4. Nothing presenting itself. The tag is in, and seule trying to keep them in this one. The nade could have been big. Instead, it goes nowhere. keto with that bomb up through connector, going for the A-side plant. seule is just trying to buy time, and my God, has he bought a lot of it? It's meant to be precious. It's meant to be unbuyable, and yet here he is, stocking it up high in supply. Let's keto get the bomb down. A 1v3 now. Surely this isn't another big round. 3 players up for Heroic, finally in with a chance to put a stop to Big, and keto, the only man that stands in their way, makes his presence known now. With a player holding onto the connector, keto might be a dead man. He fakes the drop, they're on the bomb, they don't have a kit, and now he's in with the peak, but Stown gets the trade, and finally Heroic are onto their first, and it literally is the round after I called the 16 out as well. So got to throw that in there.
And so it's not a question of where it's going, it's when is it coming, and it's now.
Yeah, the molly's a little shallow rather, not a shadow. Tessez dancing around. Oh, in with another. They just can't deal with him. They just can't deal with Tessez. Oh, the keto still can't. He's very, very low. Oh, another tap. But Shush will trade it. Watching for any boosts or any com plays. Well, now he's back in CT, and here he can play with Stown. They can play off of one another. The AWP can draw them in for the kill. Nice. And then Stown can get away with absolute murder underneath Palace. Instead, Cadian is spammed to death, but nobody's checked for Stown. keto will trade it out at least. And now into a 2v2. Nade up on the stairs. Good damage to Tessez. The CT rotation from Refresh. It needs to find results, because if it doesn't, this is not looking good. The flash. Oh, brutal. keto getting away with murder, and Tessez cancelled out right at the very end. 9-2 to Big.
He wants to hope they walk past him and don't check his position, but Big are so aware, so ready for every trick that Heroic have up their sleeve, in the face for Xantares. This will trade onto the AWP. Still Heroic cordoned out with the sight by utility. Ollie on the bench denies any more re-swings. That smoke has a big gap. But it's not a worry, it's being covered, and the bomb is being planted. Now they start rushing through, and the spray for Xantares is good for 2. Traded, but not around for Heroic as Big clean up the kills. 10-2.
Right, the pistols are not challenging them past that first peak from Refresh into Palace. Stown trying to hit a timing, with Cadian getting that kill. It does draw some of the attention away from Stown. He had his chance, and he's missed the shot. Oh, Shush from ramp will be good for 1, and this is at least causing a lot of chaos to Big. They don't know where they should be looking. They spot 2 in window, and that makes a tremendous amount of difference, because now they at least know that Shush is the only ramp player that exists, and so they're good to deal with him. AWP in the hands of Tessez, Deagle for Stown, and a 2-on-2 where everything is going wrong.
Including the smokes on top of the box. That was supposed to be for the cross. Xantares makes it safely, but this is a weird one. Molly should surely sentence keto to death. He jumps up inside of the smoke, and they spam it. They don't fall for his silly tricks. Xantares round the back of the box. His Tessez flicks, and he will win the round for Heroic. It should be time. It's going to be close, but I think they've just snuck a 3rd round past the keeper to try and recover this hell of a game. What an eco to win for Heroic. But no one's actually pushing into B. They're going under. Tizian trying to sell it. Nade is good into Palace. And Heroic aren't faltering. They aren't moving yet again.
Yeah, these 2 Palace players that were meant to be the bulk of this push are both so near death. Xantares and seule fighting to get out onto A, and they at least get this ground. But 1 nade, 1 Molotov, anything could spell the demise of 1 or both of these players. They've got to be careful. They're taking some risks, some calculated risks. They flash CT, but Shush is playing anti. You love to see that. seule now scoped up into CT is only good for 1, leaving all the pressure onto Tizian. Late from his lurk, he's now set up at ramp. The bomb planted out in the open for him, but it's this 3rd man out through connector that could cause him a world of problems. Sorry, the bomb is not planted for him. That's even more problems. Heroic, they get onto 4. Is that enough to save them? Can they pull it back? Or is this Big taking us the distance? Find out in just a moment.
Out of the gate here for Heroic. It's not fast, but it is calculated. Sat towards a ramp. Bomb going out, and Xantares taps down. Oh no, oh no. Shush does respond, but that's the bomb spotted. And 2 coming from the Palace late as Xantares peels off of the balcony. Oh, Cadian selling a B fake. That might draw rotations. Look at these players moving. Only Xantares is still here, and he's got a lot to do on his own.
Yeah, the bomb is now going back into the apartment, so it's a bit of a weird one. That's because Cadian's got all this room over at B, but that's where the rotations are.
This is so weird.
And so Cadian's now dead, and the man that was in B is dead, and the man that was A is dead, and so Shush is
Dead.
alone and in a 1v3. But we've had making messes with Tesses, now we're turning them to mush with Shush. In this filmed in front of a live studio audience. Here it is, 1v3, all the odds stacked against him. They're moving in. Oh, that's nice. But can he get any more? That's the end of it. Round's over. Keto wrecks him, and Big are on to 12. Yeah, so we were 4-12 down, yeah, and Cadian said, right, if we're good, we come back. Did you come back? Of course not. 4-16. Here they are, Stown, opening the roundup. But quick as it's began, it's all over. Stown, oh, poor guy, gets the opener, gets a second.
Gets
and a third as well. All right, Stown. All right, mate. Let's get this one rolling again. It's down to the 2v2. The bomb's out in the open. Stown's trying to do it all. He is the miracle man. What's Stown going to do? Crossing out into the open. Oh, Tizian sees him, but he's missed the timing. Stown's given another chance. Oh, my goodness. He might get into ramp, but there's... Oh, Stown with the turn. And it's down to the 1v2. Xantares wondering where this went wrong. Stown might have made it possible. There is a reason that you give him the rifle. Xantares one tag away from death, and Cadian's not giving him the fight. Cadian is just waiting, doing what he's done all damn round, and there he is getting dropped, but it doesn't matter because Stown's already done enough. 4 in the round, single-handedly the man to open it up, secure the bomb site, plant the bomb, and put 5 on the board for Heroic.
I thought you said it was a 16-4, Harry. This is only just beginning.
This would be the second time in recent memory where a loss to an eco/force after winning the pistol has potentially cost Big a series. So let's wait and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Xantares is quickly restoring a lot of faith here,
Yeah.
and he's like, well, not going to happen twice, is it?
Hey, you lose one round, you win another. And if Big trade here, then they're going to be absolutely fine in both senses of the word. But Keto's on his own on an island. Xantares is hunting for kills left, right, and center. They will hear this rotate, though. He's very loud. But at this point, Big are already set up in spawn, ready and waiting. They would love a flash, but it's on Tizian a long way away. He can stop this cross instead. They're going to smoke him off towards connector. Molly on jungle. There's a kill with the orb. But actually getting out from that position is Tizian, and he can now still put a stop to this round.
Oh, there's the swing. Stown getting pincered. And Xantares there with 4 of his own to claim a 13th for Big.
Oh, that's a big nade. Doesn't do too badly. Oh, Shush. Just throw the flash and run. Get out of there. Out of the nades and into the firing line instead, but they have at least got that first kill. The lineup, oh, almost gets 2. Bomb dropped, that'll do. Xantares just trying to stay standing. He kills Stown through the bench, and now it is on Cadian in a 1-on-3. That's a great D shot, but there's many more pushing in. Keto kills him, and Big remain in this series. 14-5, they are not giving the comeback away today.
Not a hope in hell in a round like this. Tabson with the lower tunnels. Pete gets 2 freebies. And now Keto spots these players getting out. It's not the cleanest of kills, and he does get glocked out of the round, but not a problem yet, and not a problem at all. Tessa's going to get the bomb plant, but that is the only victory here for the side of Heroic. 15 to Big's name. 10 in a row needed. And at least one very good buy to try and get this going.
You know, stealing a comeback, finding that second round off of Stown only. Tessa is tagged. D doesn't do it, but jumping is dangerous, and the nade will track him down. Keto flashed out, pushed through the smoke from Palace, and now Heroic flood into the A site.
Yeah, not as plain sailing as Big would have hoped for. This bomb plant's going to come in. Through the smoke, Searson's found, and now another one blooms in its place. So suddenly, Con is re-smoked. Trying to push in is Tabson. He's good for the first, but they're all around him. They're up on the stairs. And it's Refresh to steal the kill away. Cadian takes the fight to them. And now Xantares left in the 1v2. Is he going to try it?
Why not?
Xantares, this is the kind of mental stuff that he would like to give a go. He's considering it. This is what I say. Into the crosshair he goes. Never mind, I was going to say, Xantares gets 4. It's all over, but he doesn't. Only 2 in that round there.
And the ramp boost as well to kill with this orb. Oh, if he took a shot off the flash, he would have had it. Instead, is Keto killing the bottom of the boost, turning away, and the orb is trying to hunt him down, but Keto will fire shots to the face instead. Eats a bullet, but lives to tell the tale. And he might be unraveling this book of heroic.
Well, Tizian's had a bit of a quiet game, and he's the one man inside of this B bomb site, so maybe there's a chance. But tabseN has just rotated in to help his mate out. And there they are, the 1-2 punch of tabseN and Tizian, dropping the bomb, and with it, any hopes down. It's another one of these rounds where we need him to get 4, or else this time, much worse repercussions for Heroic. They will be locking in that third map, going to Vertigo on the side of Big. It's down now that he's been spotted. Everyone just groups up and looks to play this bomb. Flashing a CT and CSGO. Also taken off the angle. 40 seconds down. 40 seconds to do the impossible. Not just have it happen once, but twice. He's got 20 seconds. He's got 900 angles to clear. He's got to run at the speed of light. And to do that, he's got to be loud getting into these apartments. So Big, they'll know all about this. They are just playing this perfectly, playing around the bomb, not giving him the peak. They're going to swing it together, and there it is. Big 16-7. They lock in a third map. This game is going the distance. Join us for the high heights of Vertigo in just a minute.
Creepy crawly.
Oh my goodness.
They've got 6 legs between the 3 of them.
Oh no. It's gone from bad to worse. Stown and Cadian leaving a hearse. The nades could have done damage to that bomb plant, but it's a little bit delayed from Shush, and he gets a nade right back in response. Much more punishing, much more damaging. Look at Keto all the way through the B site. Oh, Refresh is holding for it though. Keto's now out of the round. This is a very, very weird round as to how this one's shaped up. It's a 3-on-3 retake. And Heroic now lining up these retake smokes. One at the top of ramp. That's going to make it life a lot harder as a post-plant player trying to hold from ramp. Tess in with the double. This is turned on its head. Tizian does stop the defuse, and stopping the defuse was enough. Getting off the bomb to take that fight, loses the round for Heroic. Such a roller coaster of a round. I didn't know who was winning. I still don't really know who won. Hugo.
Letting Big get out mid first. Hey, they've got the read. There's players here in numbers. There's the flash, and it's a good one at that. tabseN was tucked. He wasn't blinded. Everyone else was, but they're all the players who get the kills. tabseN just dies for the cause, I guess. Nice clean anti-eco so far. A little grabbed by Shush, the one man with anything. But bomb's going A, isn't it? It's a big round, whether you like it or not. It's all about whether Shush can get exits or even save his gun.
Shush. Oh, he thinks Antares, of course. Doesn't get away with the kill. So there's 3 players here, plus the potential of a very, very fast mid-flank from Stown in through the ladder room. CSGO's holding the back, but how long does he keep that up? Because as this site push is coming in, the kills are not going in favor of Big. And this is going to draw even more attention away from Stown on this backstab. Tizian and CSGO left in a 2-on-4. The bomb out in the open. You couldn't have asked for a worse situation here if you're Big. Up through short side, CSGO's trying to gain ground with the AWP, but in doing so, he's no longer watching the flank, as the Stown is hot on their heels, up through ramp and ready to put a stop to this A play. They know that CSGO's at short, he's made noise, and now he's dead to that flank. 1 on the board for Heroic.
Cadian AWPing close short. Tess is given an AWP, he's low already. Cadian's getting aggressive. Molly pushes him in, and he does not care. He'll get up right in your face and hit the shots. There's one. Tessus joins him. Cadian escapes as a Molly phase, but he almost gets spammed on his retreat. Not quite, though. Back to the site, and Keto through the smoke, only good for 1. The nade might be a slam dunk onto Tessus, but it's only Refresh who gets attacked by it. And now tabseN 1-on-4. And not giving him anything. The bomb is loose, and as soon as Stown makes contact, they can start swinging him from the elevator. Stown with his back turned, tabseN almost whiffs, does recover, but the AWP is there, and it was only a matter of time before the repeaks came in. 3 for Tesses. Remedy that. To try and trade, to try and keep things equal. Can Cadian find the pick? There it is. Bomb drop. Back for another, and goodbye Zentares. Cadian will get headshot, but they're not ready for Shush.
Yeah, it's the ultimate bait and switch, right? You think Cadian's holding an aggro line down at ramp, but in reality, he was the bait. That first guy that you got past, he was meant to die. Well, now Shush has got the round in the palm of his hands, and there it is. 4 on the board. Heroic tie this game up.
in Heroic's side. They know at any point they can be split from middle, and so Stown can't watch B for too long. There's a shot, he turns around and somehow hits that flick onto Tizian, but at this point it might even be the save. The bomb site's been lost and your teammates are so far away.
Oh, Searson's hunting. Doesn't want to give the AWP away, and so he does just about escape. Stown still doing numbers over here in CT.
Oh dear.
And Heroic throwing in a little bit of utility. Is this them gearing up to be like, actually, boys, you know what? They've kind of enticed us into this one. Oh, well, with that kill. Oh, but then Stown's back in with the trade. All right, Heroic. Let's get it. Last minute retake. Oh, Stown ducking down. Oh, is it with the peak? And now it's just one man left standing. And Refresh has nailed it. But there's surely not enough time. I think it's just slipped by. Oh, that was so damn close. So damn good. Stown, you magic man. That's a big nade. Cadian given a chance. Helped out by Refresh. Great little 1-2 combo over here in middle.
Or the cape, or what do you call it, the robe.
One sleeve on, one sleeve off. It's the way of the CS kid.
Yeah, how else do you move your hand?
Sleeve on, sleeve off. Here it is. Shush with the double. Make it. Yeah, now the double.
Yeah, you can't wear sleeves while you game, right? They just get in the way, honestly. On the mouse pad. Nice shot. These AWPs are the answer right now for Heroic. So he reroutes back on the short side, holding that for his team so they can work the Apex. Tesser's not giving them much, and he's above the smoke, so Keto walks to his demise. KD and Searson, who will buckle first? Who will move into the crosshair of one another? It doesn't matter. Tesser
with secret option C.
Yeah, all the limelight. Cadian does get impatient, and that will be the punish pick from Zantares, but 2-on-3, and everyone's here for Heroic.
This round has just devolved into madness.
They've left.
Heroic are like, yeah, there's no way it's still A, right? Like, they keep shooting, they're being too loud. Why would this is just dumb if you're this loud, and Big are like, we go A. And they go. Oh, Stown gets deleted. Zantares peaked. And now a bomb plant, a possibility, a real possibility. They tap it because the molly's down. You can't plant safe. So that's definitely got the attention of Heroic. They're giving them the respect to get the bomb planted. Well, that proves to be a grave error in judgment. Tizian with the swing, adding another one to the tally. And this was never meant to be a big round, but there it is. Up on the scoreboard, 6-7. Big, they somehow recover.
The misread, the over-rotate, whatever you want to call it, it gives Big a way back in. Like you said, a good half after all, potentially. Refresh going again through the smoke. No fear on this man. Tess has been doing it, and Refresh wants to try his hand as well. Shush with a pick, and Refresh just jumps out of there past the AWP. 5-on-3. Give it up now. Chill out. You've got the kills coming to you. You don't need to hunt them down. And more found in middle by Cadian's AWP. Leaves Big in a 2-on-5. Oh.
Oh, so many angles, so little time. Zantares losing the bomb, and Cadian mopping up Searson.
Is you always have your teammates side by side, you always have that trade potential, and when Big go A, they get torn to shreds, rather than just have a player left at the B side doing nothing. This is a rush, and they've got everyone here. The footsteps give all the info to Heroic, and all the kills come following in. 9-6 at the end of the half, a damn good showing. The money lifts them up, and can they shut it down? The end of the series continues in just a moment.
And here it is, the A play that we've all expected. Zantares over at short, very not ready for the peak from Refresh. And now a second man takes to the stand. It's Tabson trying to keep the dream alive, but the bomb's already going nowhere fast as it's dropped by Tizian. And now back into the site. Tesses trying to put in the numbers, and it's hanging in the balance, but he does get it down. And that's why we say you've got to watch out for Tesses, because now he's got the bomb plant, and now it's anyone's guess what this guy's going to do. Tabson up close to the ramp. His eyebrows sweating as the push is in from Shush at the sandbags. There's the trade, and Tabson, so often good in these moments, so often prepared. But is he ready to go up against Tesses? No, I don't think so. It's the round for Heroic. Keo's over here alone in B, and he's had a pretty rough game so far, so a confidence-boosting round might be in order. And even more so than that, just anything to buy some time, because the rotates are coming in very, very quick. But oh, Keto, oh, Tesses has absolutely blindsided them.
Hey.
That's it, that's the save. Big, get out of B. It's not yours, it's Tesses is saying that.
Go hunt, refresh, take the gun.
Heroic are playing it pretty safe though, and they want to build up some money. You understand why they're not committed loads to this, but they are going to have a little gander, little adventure. Xantares trying to get away with the M4. Oh no, Xantares.
Trap.
Pincered. Leaves it all on Searson to hold on to this AWP. AW.
Oh, the leg. Oh, nice shot. He gets out of there alive.
Oh.
Kaden comes flying in from
Talk
the ceiling.
about threading the needle, man.
Yeah. Searson's got the AWP saved around a bunch of pistols. He's got a peek ramp. Ooh, yeah, there's one. And if they start feeding him solo dolo, one by one, that's exactly what Searson wants. Oh, they're in the smoke. They're going to come right through. He's got a lineup. He's got a one-way perhaps, but he's got to do a lot more with this AWP. 2 kills will do. He set his team up for success. Can they push it over the line?
That's why we have Cadian just holding on to these lower tunnels, right? He's hoping that someone from Big embarks on one of these flanks, and they are not doing that. So with Heroic pressuring this A bomb site with 2 remaining players, they're in huge danger of just getting collapsed onto, and that is exactly what happens. Tizian drops the bomb, and with it the AWP as well, and now it is just Cadian left. Does deal with Tabson, and almost the follow-up, but almost is not good enough. 7 on the board for Big.
Show Heroic what they're walking into. He'd rather let them tempt fate. Nice grenade for Keto. That is a lot of damage. Oof. Flash peek in, Keto gets obliterated, and now Searson running back for the double, collapsing them in the site, still 2 for 1 as the trade comes in, but he may have done just enough. Tizian caught switching nades, getting hunted and getting cleaned up by Shush. The nade on plant will do nothing with Katie and Wide, but he can't kill the con player. He'll leave that to Shush, who's now trapped in the corner. Should be cleared, he is, and now a 2v2 that might be retakeable after all. Cadian says no, and Xantares needs to do something unbelievable to keep this game going, to keep this round intact. Jiggling left, right, good night. It's Cadian with the shot, and Heroic, they do pick it up despite the collateral.
Cadian, got to do something special with this AWP. That flash is going to ruin him, and he can't turn from it in time, but somehow Tesses has bailed him out. Now, Tesses does die to the nade, but he's given Heroic a bit more of a chance. I don't know how he gets away with it, but he does get away with it. 2 on 3. Both low. I say low, right? Refresh is all right looking, but Cadian looking worse for wear. Up 3 ramp they go. Double smokes down. The bomb is going back to B. Cadian's hit them with a bit of a vintage late lurk. The double smokes down. Refresh making noise. Trying to go through. Now there is this one rotation already at B. The Refresh has gotten through the backline. He does get caught by Keto. However, this bomb can still go down. Keto jumping over, trying to deny it. Oh, he's missed it. And now Cadian's given a tiny, tiny chance. 1v3, and Keto's there to cancel it out. Oh boy, it was close.
A pick over to the smoke, so he backs up and Xantares waits. There's no Molotov for this position. No one's checked it. Xantares lines them up and he drops the bomb as well, dodging the headshots between the gap and just waiting patiently, finally overwhelmed. But he's done his work, he's done his job, and Heroic now have to pick up the pieces of this round.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them, at least not here, not now. Shush up through the ramp, loses Tesses at short, and he follows shortly thereafter. 9 on the board for Big, still in with a chance. Curious to see how that pans out when Heroic have got one in their hands. Double run boost just to cause some commotion, but they don't check for Xantares, and so it's nice. It's very, very clean. All 5 in a matter of seconds.
Sometimes models glitch through the wall, not today. Or even boosting back on the right side. Oh, there's the model glitching through. The barrel shows on the wood and he hits the tag. Stown gets put down low, as well as Refresh. Takes a bit of a fight into B and does succeed.
Oh, Searson's coming back to elevator, and Xantares is here to deny that fast push from Tesses. Now rotating back to A, though. Bit of a misread here from Big. They gamble stack the A bomb site on the back of seeing this mid player, and Keto now dead at the back of B, just about locked in by Cadian. Stown and Refresh both low. This Molotov on Xantares could be huge. before that, he's got to get past Cadian, who's playing up close. Tucked in at coldzera, waiting and ready. Stown holding with the AWP. The battle not done yet for Big. They've got to get through this first line of defense, and they can't. Stown has cracked Zantares out of the round, leaving it all on Searson. Up close, missed flick. There's the peek from Cadian. The molly denies the chase at least, and refresh burns to death, so they should be good to get away with the AWP. But that is a very small victory. They give up 15. Heroic match and series point.
Yeah, it's not like money was the issue for Big, right? They're not going to be celebrating over a save, but what a juke from Heroic. Still trying to clear out short. They have a molly for this, but it's on B, so worst case scenario. Stown does get a B pick, and they're going to use that to try and accelerate that A pace. Molly dropped by Searson. AWP is trapped. He's going to hunt down Cadian, but he can't hit the shot. How are these players still standing? Keto will keep B in good standing, and now Heroic have to commit. They've got nothing else.
Yeah, the smokes go in. Zantares going to drop one ahead of it. Try and play around this this smoke wall that he's created alongside theirs, but it does lead to Searson getting kind of baited out over at short side. Didn't know they could be so deep within the site. And Zantares' own smoke denies his Molotov to stop this bomb plant. That could be the disaster that gives this game away. Zantares has caused himself some problems here. Now he's got to try and be the savior, and he can't. It's Keto, 1v2, left to try and do it. A missed shot from Cadian gives him a tiny bit more room, but he doesn't miss it the second time around. Heroic, they are the victors. A long slog of a series.